If you have a Jeep Wrangler or Gladiator with the engine stop-start system and you're tired of dealing with the problems with the batteries, we've got a couple of options for you. Hi, I'm Shane Smith, the owner of Genesis Offroad. If you've owned your Wrangler or Gladiator for more than a few minutes, you've probably heard about the problems they have with the batteries. The tiny little battery that runs the vehicle while the engine shuts off at a red light is notorious for failing, and many times when it fails, it takes the larger cranking battery down with it. Sometimes even if the big battery is still good, you can't start the engine with a dead ESS battery. Now, all batteries in all vehicles fail, and you've probably changed plenty of batteries in your day. That little ESS battery is a real pain to swap out since it's located under the factory fuse box. You have to either remove the entire fuse box to get down to it, or you have to pull the fender liner out and drop it down from the bottom side. I don't think either of those options is easy, especially since we're talking about a job that would typically fall under the routine maintenance category. We hear all the time that people don't want to mess with doing all that work themselves, so they end up taking it or towing it to a dealership and paying the dealer an outrageous amount of money to do it for them. This is not a rare situation. Literally every person who owns a Jeep with that small ESS battery is gonna have to deal with replacing that battery one day. Even if it was super reliable, which it's not, you're gonna have to choose. Pull the fuse box out, pull the fender liner out, or let a mechanic do it for you. Now, a quick search on any of the online Jeep owner forums will bury you in stories of people dealing with these stock batteries. And in nearly every thread where people are asking how to deal with it, you'll see someone post up to just put in a Genesis dual battery system and be done with that small ESS battery. And right behind that comment will be another one that says you don't need all the features of the full Genesis dual battery system to deal with that problem. You could just remove that little battery entirely and disable the ESS system. But there's actually a lot of people out there that do like the ESS system. And hey, I get that. I like saving some gas too, instead of just idling at a red light. So if you like the ESS system and you don't want to disable it, and you would prefer to just handle charging your own batteries instead of paying someone else a stupid amount of money to do it for you, we have a couple of new options for you. The first option I want to show you is simply a stock battery relocation kit. Basically, all we're doing here is relocating that small ESS battery from under the fuse box to on top of the fuse box where it's actually accessible. This kit comes with a new steel battery tray that allows us to move the fuse box straight down, which frees up some space above it to put the small battery on top of it. Your larger stock battery is going to go into the tray in the exact same orientation, and then this new top piece is going to securely hold it in place. And then this smaller bracket is for holding the small battery, and it's going to connect onto the big one. And then this side is going to connect onto a factory mounting point on the cowl. So you're going to set the little battery into that bracket, and then it gets held securely in place with this simple little strap right here. Now, all the factory wires get reconnected exactly like they normally would. This does not change anything at all with the factory wiring or how the ESS system works. It simply makes it easier for you to access that little battery in the future. Okay, so that's our stock battery relocation kit. Now let me show you our second option. This one also keeps the factory ESS wiring exactly like it was, but we're replacing the two stock batteries with two identical Group 25 size batteries. And this one also replaces the stock battery tray with our new steel tray, and you'll drop the two Group 25s in here. Now this position is going to be like the big stock one, and then this position will take the place of that little one. And then this top piece will hold the batteries down. Now your factory positive post clamp has no slack on it at all, so it will stay in its same position right here. So this battery will be your main cranking battery. The factory negative post clamp that was originally positioned over here, it has plenty of slack on it, so it gets moved over here to the negative post. This one is working exactly like the large stock battery. Now, since we got rid of that small ESS battery, this second full-size one is going to replace it. The original wires that came off of that small battery have enough slack to come up to about here, but they're not long enough to reach all the way over to these battery posts. So we're going to connect those stock wires right here on this power and ground bus bar. The positive wire will go on this side with the red dots on the bolts, and the negative wire will go on the other side. Then we have our new post clamps that are routed right to the battery posts. So we basically just extended those stock wires without having to cut and splice an extra piece of wire onto them. And that's all there is to it. Now you have two full-size batteries with bone stock wiring, and the ESS system works exactly like before. And by putting some better quality AGM batteries in there, you should expect them to last a lot longer than the stock batteries. Then down the road, when you do need to change the batteries, it's simple to lift this lid off and swap them out. Now this is the same bus bar that we put into our full dual battery system. You can add some electrical accessories onto these bus bars if you want to, but I just want to clarify that this is not a replacement for our full dual battery system. So use this with caution because there's no protection for draining the batteries, and there's no way to jumpstart yourself like you can do with the boost switch on our full dual battery system. Now, if you want to get a better understanding of how our dual battery system works, you can watch this video right here. If you're interested in these two options, it's probably because you're either currently dealing with one or two bad batteries, or you just paid someone to do it for you and you don't ever want to pay that much again, or you're looking for a simpler way to do it yourself. So which one should you choose? Well, the price is the same for both of these kits. The functionality is the same since they both keep the stock ESS wiring. The only difference is the batteries that you'll use. So if you just got two new stock batteries, or you're about to buy two new stock batteries and you just want to keep everything stock and just make it easier to service them in the future, then get our stock battery relocation kit. One quick note on this, your Jeep may have come with either a Group 48 or a Group 94R size battery from the factory, depending on the options on your vehicle. This kit is made to hold a Group 94R only. The 94R is a little bit bigger and it has a little bit more capacity and cranking amps, but it's actually the exact same price as the smaller Group 48. So if you're about to buy new stock batteries, get the 94R. If your dealer is replacing them for you, be sure to ask them to put in the 94R, not the smaller Group 48. You can also order it through our website and have everything dropped off at your doorstep. Now, if you're just sick and tired of that tiny little ESS battery and you want it gone, get our kit that holds two Group 25s. This is also a great idea if you think you might want to get our full dual battery system at some point in the future. This way you'll already have the tray installed, you'll already have the correct batteries, and when you're ready, you can just order the Gen 3 power hub and just swap out the top lid. You just pull this one off and set the power hub right there, and just that easy, you've got all the benefits of a real dual battery system. So there you go. If you like the ESS system, but you need an easier way to service the batteries, there's two simple options for you. Which one do you prefer and why? Tell me what you think in the comments. You got questions? We're here to help. If you're ready to order, just visit our website at genesisoffroad.com. Thanks for watching. Hey, I hope that video helped you out. If it was helpful to you, please hit the subscribe button and like this video. That really does help us out. If you have any questions, please leave us a comment in the comment section down below or send us an email. And remember, it all starts with power.